Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful morning this morning out here. Everything is nice and still and quiet. I got my coffee here. Spice got me. Well, no, I got up this morning and then Spice heard me and I woke him up. Oh, it's so good to have the first sip of coffee with you guys every morning. You guys bless me so much. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching me every day. It is such a blessing to me. And yeah, um, at the end of this video, I'm going to leave some playlists for you guys. If you'll please just, if you haven't watched my older videos, just play it. I made it real easy for you to click on the playlists and you can just let them run and watch them. And the Spices up underneath me again this morning. I don't know what it is. The last couple of days, he's been very clingy and getting right up underneath me and the camera. Okay. I don't know what it is. This is the second day in a row. But I'll leave the playlist for you to go to, plus a subscribe button at the end of the video. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Those simple things that doesn't cost you anything sure does help me in the long run. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy my coffee for a little while, and then we'll see what we get up to today. Hey everyone, we're outside. Spice and I are getting some sunshine. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Checking this my wrought iron to make sure it's not hot. We're having some coffee outside. It's so nice and sunny outside today. I am taking some time off. I have been cooking for a few days, so I have plenty of food. Although I do have some hamburger meat out. So I will be cooking the hamburger meat in some way this evening. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I just might saute it up with a little peppers and onions and make tacos with it. That sounds good because I got everything to make tacos with it. So I might do that. We'll see when I get into the kitchen. But I just wanted to catch you up and say, hey, mid-morning, okay? We are out on the porch I'm having a little coffee, and he's just, let me show you what he's doing. Hold on. See, he's just laying here soaking in some sun. He wanted to come outside and just soak in some sun. So that's what we're going to let him do. Let him keep an eye on things and soak in a little sun. Hey, Spice. Spice, you enjoying it? He is sniffing. Hey everyone. It is about 11:30 in the morning this morning on Sunday morning. And so I'm going to go into my pantry and get the spices that I need for making this ground beef, this pound of ground beef, into taco meat. So let's go into my pantry and let's get the spices that we need. All right, as you can see, we are in my walk-in pantry, and I'm going to pan it around and let you see, and then lower it down. All right, and let you see that this is my pantry, my walk-in pantry so far. And I'm going to get in here and get the spices that I need. And I'm going to use I I use when I bring stuff in here and I take stuff out. So I have one, and I'm going to put in the seasonings into this basket that I need. And the seasonings that I need today for this is chili powder. So I'm going to show you how I do this. So I'm looking, this is right here is a container that has all the small spices in it. And I'm looking for the chili powder, which is right here. Okay, so I got the chili powder. I'm just going to drop it into that basket. The next thing that I need is paprika and onion powder. So I'm going to look for, here's the onion powder. I'm looking for paprika. And I know I have, right here, smoked paprika will work. Okay. Then, salt I have in there, garlic powder. Let me make sure I don't have a smaller one of this in here. Nope, I don't. So, here is my garlic powder. I'll toss that in there. Ground cumin. And oregano. Now the oregano, let me get the ground cumin. I think I have it in here. Let me look. I'll have cumin in here. Look around in here. Oh, right here. Cumin. What was that last one? What was that last one? I said I need cumin, oregano. 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 Pepper. Black pepper. I want the already ground pepper for this, and not cracked pepper. Okay. Cayenne pepper. Red pepper flakes. The red pepper flakes here. And the cayenne pepper. I do believe I have cayenne in here. I don't use cayenne pepper very often. Right here, cayenne pepper. All right. So I got all my seasonings along with the recipe, and it's all going to go into this box right here. going to be making a taco seasoning mix. And I'm going to make it up and put it in a jar. I'm going to make a bunch of it up and put it in a jar so that I can use it over and over again, because I like making taco meat. Okay, so I'm going to make a bunch of this up. I'm going to bring you guys in and show you what I'm doing. I have a little bowl here, and I have my little labels. I'm going to label this taco seasoning. Taco season. Okay. And I'm going to take this label. I'm going to put it on this jar. This is a seasoning jar that I used all the seasoning out of, and so I washed it, and now I'm going to reuse it, and I'm going to relabel it taco season. Okay, and I was going to use this one, but it's too big, so I got my smaller ones out. Then I'm going to put my labels back up so they don't get messed up. Put them back in my Ziploc bag where I keep all my labels, along with this. And remember, I got these from Tuna. I'm going to drop those in there as well. So, got it labeled. And now, I'm going to get my spoons out, and we're going to mix up 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1.5 teaspoons of paprika, and a little bit more. Okay. A teaspoon of onion powder. I'm going to take a moment to get this off of this. And the reason is because you can see I'm struggling with it. That's why I take these off. Okay. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to use the salt that I have right here. Go in, and 1/2 of it. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Look, I haven't even opened this. Not quite. Oh, half a teaspoon of that. Half a teaspoon of ground cumin. Half a teaspoon of oregano. It says 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, but I'm going to use my already ground black pepper. So it's just a touch. Just a touch. A pinch of cayenne pepper. A pinch. And a pinch of pepper flakes, crushed red pepper. A pinch. Okay. You mix this up. And this is 1 package of your taco seasoning mix, apparently. Okay. There it is. What I'm going to do is I am going to put it in here, and I'm going to repeat this recipe over and over again until my jar is full. So I know how many is in this jar. Okay. And then I'll come back. This jar right here. I'm putting it in this jar. I filled up this jar with the taco seasoning, and it's 2 packages of taco seasoning, okay? It's 2 recipes, all right? So now I know that this is 2 recipes of the taco seasoning. For lunch today, I am having a tuna fish salad sandwich with lettuce on it, and some carrot raisin salad and the cucumber salad that I made a day or 2 ago, along with a big glass of iced tea, sugar-free iced tea. Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you guys into my kitchen. I am in the process of browning up some ground beef and deciding what I'm going to use to break that up. I think I'll use this one. So, this is ground beef that I purchased with some of the meat fund that you guys provided for me by becoming a member. And so I do use the money for what it says, okay, as members. And so some of you are Cup of Coffee members, and some are Meat Fund members, and so I do buy meat with the money. And And the last go round that I had saved, the meat fund, I bought 10 pounds of ground beef and what else did I buy? Can't remember. Hams. I bought hams because they were on a very good sale after Easter. So I'm going to brown this up and get it nice and browned up. And then we're going to add some vegetables in here and the seasonings that we just made up a while ago. Okay? And I will bring you guys back. I'm bringing you back in. It's still browning up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in some onions. Nice onions. Okay. And these are a variety of mild peppers that I have in the freezer. Some of them are chopped large, some are chopped small. I'm going to throw some of those in there. And we're going to use the grease off of the juices from the meat to saute the onions and the peppers. Like I said, some of these are bell peppers. They are different, a variety of mild peppers that I grew last year. And I found the bag in my large freezer, my vegetable freezer. And so I pulled it out and put it into the freezer that's on my refrigerator so that I would pull it out and get it used up. I'm doing the same thing with the onions. This last round of onions that I chopped up, I put them in another bag, and that bag went into my vegetable freezer with the date on it and everything. And it was almost full. So we're getting quite a bit of onions in from the food bank. At least these last two go rounds that I went on. Okay. So I'm going to continue to saute this and get this all cooked down, and I'll bring you back. I'm bringing you guys back in to show you the next step. I went ahead and took the fat out of here, and you can see that there's almost no fat left in here. And the ground beef has browned up. The onions and the peppers have softened up. So now what I'm going to do is, this is my homemade salsa that I made not last December, but the December before. And I am going to toss in about 6 teaspoons, heaping teaspoons of my salsa, which is probably about a half a cup, into here. This salsa does have a kick, and so I do want the tomato flavor in there with the peppers that I put in there. I don't even remember what peppers, because I was growing serrano peppers and jalapeno peppers last year, along with bell peppers and a couple of, I think I had some like banana peppers growing out there as well. And so these could have jalapenos or serranos in them. I also got jalapenos from the food bank. So whenever I do get jalapenos from the food bank, what I do is cut the stems off of them and leave the insides and throw them into a freezer bag. And when I get ready to make salsa, I'll use them in my salsa. Alright, so I got that. The next step is to take some of the seasoning blend that I have, that I made earlier today, and put it in here. That's 1 tablespoon. I'm going to use about that much of the seasoning. The rest of it is going to go into a baggie and labeled. Okay? Because remember, I'm adding my salsa in here too. And this has cayenne pepper in it. It has red pepper flakes in it. And so I am going to add, it has chili powder in it. Then I'm going to add in about 1/2 cup of water. And this is going to help the seasonings get all over the meat and the vegetables and stuff. And so I'm going to mix that seasonings in. And then I'm going to let this reduce down for about 10 or 15 minutes. And let those seasonings flavors release and make a nice thick sauce with the meat. Here we go. That's blended in pretty good. And there we go. Now I'm going to let this simmer down for a little bit. And our meat will be ready for our tacos. In the meantime, I'm going to grab me a little bag over here. It's basically a little sandwich bag. And I'm going to write taco seasoning on it. No, it's in this bag, and the rest of this seasoning is going to go into this, it's like a sandwich bag. I'm going to pop the rest of the seasoning into the sandwich bag. And now I have enough for another pound of ground beef right here. Okay. And that will go into my bucket of spices that is over in my pantry. Okay. I'm going to try the meat and see how it tastes, with a little bit of peppers and onions. I want some of the pepper in there. Okay. That is so good. It's not too spicy. Just the right amount of seasonings. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to let it rest for a little bit. And that will help thicken up the sauce underneath. And I'll bring you back when I'm ready to plate up my dinner. For dinner today, I am having Tuna tacos with lettuce, cheese, and hold on a minute. Let me find it. Maybe some sour cream. Yeah, I'm gonna put a dollop of sour cream on it. Give me a minute. Oh, I wasn't ready. Oh. Let me find that sour cream. There it is. All right. Let me get in here with a dollop of sour cream on those tacos. And then I have a side salad that I made, and the beet slaw that I made, because I like beets just raw. Okay, I like it in a slaw. I know you can pickle beets. My mom used to pickle beets, but see, I'm gonna put a little bit of sour cream on each one of these, just like that. Just like that. And then I'm gonna have the rest of my iced tea that I made up earlier, and some hot decaf coffee. That's what I'm gonna have for dinner. I want to thank you guys for coming along with me today as I did a few things in the kitchen. Got a few things done. I am going to leave you some playlists here at the end, so please take advantage and watch them. Every little bit helps. So like, subscribe, and share, please. Thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow.